All right, you're apparently here because I told you in another video that I was going to tell you how to replace the underbelly of your mobile home. And the reason being I can do this is because of the fact that this mobile home does not have floor in it. So it gives me a better opportunity to explain to you how you can get under your house and replace this underbelly without too much trouble. If your floor is here, you're obviously going to have to do it from the bottom, correct? Correct. His floor is not here. This is a perfect opportunity for him to replace his underbelly, basically just like he's done it here. He's taken Tyvek or whatever he chose right there, some Lowe's stuff, Tyvek, I'm guessing house wrap, which is basically what an underbelly is, and it breathes. And he's attached it to his outside wall, dropped it down in, and came back up over. So now he can drop a row of insulation right there, and he can drop another row of insulation right there and right there, and then he just needs to keep continuing on down through here, and he'll have an underbelly that will be pretty awesome if you ask me. But most people don't have the opportunity of replacing the underbelly from the top side. So I'm going to tell you how you can do it on your house from the underside. All right, so I got my light on. I've got this thing turned on. Obviously, you're going to be down here underneath your mobile home, and you're going to have piers like this all over the place. So you go to Lowe's and you buy a tarp. If your house is 15 feet across, you're going to buy a tarp from that side to that side that's maybe 20 feet long, because 15 feet won't work. You're going to take some 2x4s and you're going to rip them down in half. So you got a 2x4 that's 3.5 inches wide. Just rip it down in half. Take a tarp that you get at Lowe's. You're going to go right over here with your tarp from under the house. You're going to be under the house, and you're going to take your tarp and you're going to wrap it around the 2x4, and then get rid of the spiders first. Get rid of all the spiders first. Spray like crazy. You're going to wrap the top around it, a 10-foot 2x2, and you're going to attach it right here under the house, right to the bottom of these joists with 3-inch screws. Screw it right here, the 2x2, all the way down through. See where you have the place to do it? Look at all the spiders. I'm not hanging out here much. They're everywhere. Oh my God. Okay, so you're going to wrap that 10-foot long into a 2x2. And you're going to run it across. Underneath this, just the tarp itself. You're going under this, under the other side. Take another 2x2 and wrap it around your tarp, and do the same thing on the other side. Connect it right there with long screws. Do that from one end to the other. You'll have to work around these, so you'll have to cut your tarp so that you can wrap it here. And the way I cut them is I just split it from the wall over to this, cut out my little circle area, bring it back, and I still wrap that 2 pieces of tarp, because you got to split in it, into that 2x2. If you understand what I'm saying, I hope you do. And then just pull the tarp itself. Once it's attached over here, take the tarp itself, pull it under. You'll be able to already be around that. Do the same thing when you're going to get to here. You're going to put a split in it from here to here. Cut out the hole for that, so you can pull it up against the bottom of your framing. And your 2x2 will be wrapped in the tarp on this side, screwed with 3-inch screws up to your rafters. Every once in a while, you're going to run into an outlooker like this. That's why I say use 3-inch screws. You can actually go around that outlooker and stop your 2x2 right here, and start your 2x2 again right there, going that way. So you just leave out a little space so that you can get around that, because that's going to hang down and be in your way of the 2x2 all the way down through there if you have these little outlookers on your mobile home. Get around it, stop your 2x2, stop your 2x2, wrap it into the tarp that you buy at Lowe's, the blue ones, the gray ones, whatever color it might be. Just keep pulling it, pull it across. Under all your framing and everything, pull it all the way across. And you'll have areas that you run into. You're going to be under this too. You're going to be under this, and that tarp's going to come all the way down to here. And all the way to the bottom, all the way to the bottom. The only place it's going to come up high is in these outside edges back up. So your tarp is going to be all the way down to there. Below that, straight across. All right, now you got an underbelly, at least on your house. Which before you put the underbelly up, you can insulate your floor joist. I'm getting out of these spiders, so I can tell you they're everywhere. And I know I got some on me. So that's really how you replace the underbelly. It's not easy to do without the flooring being removed like this. If it was me and the flooring was removed, I would do that. I like that, laying the insulation into that. If I didn't have that choice, my next choice is going under the house. Not my favorite thing to do. And wrapping the tarp in a 2x2. See if I got something out here I can show you, kind of a visual of that. I think I can right here. When I'm talking about that, I'm going to use what he's got right here for an example. Okay, you can even use this under your house if you'd like. Okay, you're under the house. This is your tarp. This is your 2x2. Your 2x2 is going to be over here, like this, and it's actually going to be wrapped like this. At least that much, right? There's your 2x2. You're under the house. From the bottom, you're going to screw that 2x2 to the bottom side of that joist, and that's going to attach it to this side. You're going to run this Tyvek under, right on the ground. Run it right under the house, under the framing, and across. And wherever you have a pier, make a slice in it, and cut your 2x2 so you can accommodate that slice. So it's like two pieces. And then like stop it and start it. Anyways, go around your pier, pull it under, go all the way across. Do the same exact thing when you get your underneath the house. When that's pulled over to the other side, make sure you got plenty. Wrap a 2x2, pull it up to the bottom of your floor joist right here. Put some screws in it. And remember, that steel right there, that's where you're going to stop your 2x2 right there and start it again right there on the other side. So you can cut around them things there because you're not going to be able to attach your 2x2 because of the metal. And that's how you do an underbelly. You can use stuff just like that. It doesn't have to be 10 feet wide. You can make it 8 feet wide. You can make them 6-foot sections, whatever you want to do. Just cut your 2x2s, nail them to your framing all the way into the house. Then at least you'll have an underbelly. Insulation part, in order to get it insulated, you want to probably remove the old underbelly if there's anything left there. Insulate up to the floor with the vapor barrier facing down and the insulation being on the top side, and just tack it to the bottom of your floor joist. That'll hold it up. Anyways, that's really the best explanation I can give you. I hope you understand that. Underbelly replacement is not easy, but with a little bit of work and effort, it can be done.